Hello and welcome to Wargame with me, Gary. As you can see in front of you, this is an update on the fantasy figures I've done, and this will actually be my last one for a little while. I've done in regards to fantasy. So what I'll do is I'll do this one today, and then we'll go on to historical figures, which will again be ancient Greeks, but these will be my Athenian army. So we'll go into that, and I think what I'm going to be concentrating on is the First Peloponnesian War. So we'll start doing that next week. But for now, this is the last fantasy one. We'll have a look at what I've done and see where we are with all those and why I've painted them these particular colours. But what I will do is, for now, I'm just going to quickly read from the history of Mantica, another paragraph. And if you remember from the last paragraph, it kind of brought us up to date with how the old alliances had fallen apart from elves, dwarves and men, and then how the kingdoms of men have kind of, if you like, for want of a better word, blossomed in this kind of chaos which the world is the Mantica world is now thrust into, and how they were achieving great things for themselves, selfishly. After all, they're still men, but great things nevertheless. This paragraph, or these two paragraphs, I was only going to do one, but I've decided to do two because these two paragraphs cover the dangers and the monsters and the other things in the world which men, dwarves and elves are having to cope with. So, with no further ado, let's get started. Overall, great danger hangs like storm clouds as the petty kingdoms of men vie for dominance, as the relentless dwarves extend their boundless under kingdom, and as the elves sink into despairing dreams of their past glories, the dark mage, Margoth, stalks the land, the most powerful necromancer ever to have tainted the earth with his existence. Vast legions of unliving warriors follow his rotting banners. To the far north, the evil abyssal dwarves create machines, a fusion of dark sorcery and technology, ready to enslave the world within the deep pit of its existence. Further north, the abyss, where dark gods stir, yearning to break free from their prison and tread the clean earth once again. Their demonic servants are legion, ready to do battle for their bidding of any willing to pay the terrible price of the abyssals in blood and souls. That is so cool. I just really enjoy reading this at the moment, and I'm going to continue doing that, mainly because I'm enjoying it. But yes. But anyway, back to the fantasy. So if you remember, I did a tester figure last week, and that was a slinger. Well, this is the slingers finished. So if I just move them up, I seem to have misplaced my turntable, but so there's only 4 of them I've done, and I have got those hoplites in the background, but I've finished all 4. I've used with these white hair on the crest of the helmet, apart from this chap at the back here, who I've used black hair, and that was a test just to see how that turned out. But I mean, it's all right. It looks nice and it matches well with the hoplites at the back. But it's still, I decided not to go with that. So in future these will all have white hair, and that's because I've had another idea of how to use these as well. So yeah, so I'm sticking with them as they are for now. Like I say, I've got the hoplites at the back. Now I've finished another tester. In fact, why don't I just quickly... So I've done another tester video of, no, sorry, not a tester video. I've done another tester for my zombies. As you can see, these are the 3 I've already finished at the back. I've decided to change this just a little bit, and I'm quite pleased with how it's turned out. So this is, as you can see, the overalls I've done. So they're green overalls, but they've got them, you know, those reinforced bits of cloth around the places, like so on the shoulders and on the knees, those types of places. So I think that's worked out quite well. What else I've done is I've done the skin a little bit lighter than the ones prior, just to show that it's dead skin, and I think that's worked out quite well. I'm quite pleased. These ones have quite large teeth, but as you see, I'm like I said, I've lost my turntable for the moment. Now the pus on the back, I'm quite pleased with this. Like what I've done is I did a light red, then I did, so like just for this pussy bit here, I did a light red, then I did some highlights of, like on the spotty areas, of a light grey, with the idea of like helping that to show up a bit more. Then what I did was I did a wash of dark red and a mix of dark red and brown, and that's really given me. I mean, I'm really pleased with how that. It looks like a rotten, like, you know, seeping sort of pussy area. And I've done the spots. I've actually changed the spots to a more creamy colour, and I think that's worked. I'm really pleased with how that's worked out. If I just turn that around a little bit more, because it looks like, you know, a really, instead of yellow heads, it actually does look like white heads. You know, white heads on the spots, which was exactly what I wanted. You know, so, you know, to be completely filthy, and probably way off target, but you can almost imagine them popping and seeping out onto the dead flesh. So yeah, so anyway, that's what I've done. That's where I'm up to now. So I've done if I just bring these forward, this week I've done that tester zombie, I've done the Greek hoplite, the Greek slingers, and that'll do for now. But then next week I'm going to start working on my ancient Athenian army, which I'm really looking forward to do. So I'll see you all later, and all the very best. Have a great weekend. Ta-ra. Bye bye.